Top two teams in the National League East go at it on Monday night. Eric Wedge, Chris Singleton, Eduardo Perez. These two teams, you look at the Mets, great pitching, the Nationals, great pitching, but the Nationals a little more hitting. Matt Harvey on Monday night didn't look like he was too dialed in.
No, he didn't. And one thing that really did not help him out was his defense. His defense has to be better. You notice two teams that, yes, they're good in pitching, but if your defense doesn't help you out, you're going to have to make longer throws, longer situations, just not an opportune situation for him.
Great job of Escobar and Harper. Harper on the back side of that. And Clint Robinson taking the hanging breaking ball, driving it over Juan Lagarza's head. You don't see many balls get over his head, Wedgie.
No, you don't. And, Matt Harvey wasn't sharp early on, but he did settle in. Gave him 7 innings, but early on you could tell by the defense of the New York Mets and the fact that Harvey making some mistakes, it puts you behind the 8 ball.
Gio Gonzalez, this is a guy kind of forgotten about in that rotation behind Max Scherzer, Steven Strasburg when healthy, Jordan Zimmerman as well. But Gonzalez doing a great job also getting some help defensively.
He did. He was throwing those first pitches for strikes. His defense was playing for him, executing. Got to love the reaction.
Well, final score, Nationals 7-2, and Washington takes a 3-game lead in the National League East. And guys, when you look at these two teams, first you can look at the Mets, and we know about the great pitching, and we know that, hey, they need a bat or 2 or maybe even 3. You look at this game tonight, how much would that have come into play?
Or 4. but you can see how much it comes into play. It's completely different situations you have in the Nationals and the Mets. The Nationals right now, even with their injuries, their guys, their supporting cast are coming through. Their superstars are doing what they're supposed to do. With the Mets, you have a situation where they just can't drive in the runs. They cannot execute. If it's defensively, if it's offensively with runners in scoring position, they have been a complete opposite from the Nats.
Yeah, the Mets are a lopsided team. They've got young starting pitching, stud young starting pitching. They've got a nice bullpen. They don't catch the ball. They can't hit. I mean, you look at the Nationals, I love where they're at, Sing. I really do. They're going to get some position players back here pretty soon. I like their starting pitching. Bullpen's doing okay. I like where they're at.
No, you look at that disabled list for the Nationals. You've got Ryan Zimmerman. You've got Anthony Rendon, Denard Span, Jason Worth. I mean, those are impact players when you look at July 31st trade deadline and teams are trying to acquire bats. If they just get healthy, they're going to be in a great position. So we'll see. We'll keep our eyes on Washington, see how quickly they can get healthy. In the meantime, they increased their lead to 3 games over the New York Mets in the National League East. For Eric Wedge, Eduardo Perez, I'm Chris Singleton.